Fat Dee the Doll, baby. Ocean County's fucking finest. So I got the fuck up this morning, got my Starbucks, as y'all white girls out here say. I got my Starbucks besties. Yeah, it's like my 21st or 20th day on this little fitness, cardio, spiritual, positivity journey, and I'm gonna be real with you. I cheated like 3 times, but that's fucking good because I used to be eating that shit every motherfucking day. Anyway, y'all already know the vibes. I'm famous as fuck. And just so y'all know, that does not mean rich as fuck, so don't get it confused. I'm still hustling, grinding, working, chilling, and minding my business. I'm working 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, 45 hours, and you know, I'm making 500-600 or whatever the case may be for my 9 to 5. And I'm making a couple hundred on my little OF shit. My Patreon, I'm making like $100, and I got my Cash App, my little Cash App, Apple Pay, Swag, whatever the fuck. So I cashed like 4 checks. All of them were under $100, and I'm just making it do what it do. So today, I'm taking a little outside trip because I found a bird, a baby blue jay the other day that couldn't fly. And my friends and family didn't really want me to bring it in the house because it's a wild bird. I have other birds. I had the dog. They could hurt each other. One could die. It could get me sick, So I left the baby bird under a bush. I fed it. I gave it water. I come back. It was gone. So now that I have free time and it's my day off, I'm going to just take a little stroll outside in my neighborhood. You know, see what's up with nature. Yeah. I don't really understand why it was that big of a deal. Like, my family and friends were real pissed at me for picking the birdie up. But, like, he was so cute. And, like, he was harmless. Whatever. I got a big fucking mess outside. So, I gotta clean that up later. But I'll get to it in a little bit. Just right now, I already had Starbucks, bestie. But, I have my live on do not disturb type shit because I don't be liking to get on here, and I love my friends and family and my supporters, but sometimes I just want to create my live so that it's just me and the camera. I could talk, walk, and be fucking merry without all the interruptions. Because if like somebody, like there'd be men on here and girls on here like, oh, make me the moderator, do this, do that, and y'all don't even support me. Also, it's like school-age children who shouldn't be on here anyway, and they try to get clout off of my name, try to get recognition off my name. My mom, that's a different story. Like, she's more than welcome to come on here any day, anytime, but then the live becomes about me and my mom, and you know, maybe other people are coming on to see. I'm gonna go check out where I left the little bird. He was mad cute. I'm really mad at myself for not bringing it home and putting it in my shed. I went against my better judgment because people were scaring me into not keeping him, and I think he would have been better with me than out in the wild because he was a fledgling and he can't fly, so that would mean that he would have to hop. Pedestrians got the motherfucking right away. he would have to hop around like that for 14, 17 days. And I'm gonna check it out and see if he made it out alive or if I see him dead. One or the other. I hope he made it out alive because he was an awesome fucking bird. Let's go check out the spot where I left him. And I'm gonna go down to where I found him to see if he has made it back to his nest. Yeah, as a kid, me and my brother, we used to always catch lizards, different types of animals, take care of different types of animals. And I'm gonna just give a little peek to where I left him. Hi. I don't know. Maybe the people whose house he was at, like near, they might have saw it and called animal control. But this is the bush I left him in. I left him right over here. Seems like he's not here. So I did my little research. Basically, when a blue jay is born, what happens is they kind of soar and hop until they learn to fly for 2 weeks. So I think his parents might have found him because what happened was he was screaming his head off, and that was part of the reason I let him go, you know. I think the parents can hear the bird and come back for him. But I'm gonna check anyway where I found him, and while I'm walking over there, you know, thinking about what I'm gonna get for a coffee or whatever. I already had a Starbucks, so I might get an energy drink and maybe a vape. I'm not sure. There's a lot of gossip and hearsay surrounding my name specifically, and typically when I start a new job, there's always somebody who comes forward and spills the beans for me before it gets out in the open and things get too crazy. So I had a woman in her 60s come up to me and say, "Oh, you know a lot of people around here, huh?" So yesterday there was a lady that come in twice to the deli, and her name's Rosa. She works at ShopRite, but she's out on disability. I don't know if she's snooping around for a job, or I don't know if she's snooping around because of me. But I told the girls at my job, and I told the older woman the truth about ShopRite in Bayville, how I was treated, how I was disrespected, how I was bullied, how I was put into a position where I couldn't say or do anything back, how I was promoted in 5 months to a manager, and how everybody hated on me and treated me poorly, and about how women treat other women, especially in Ocean County in this area. And I basically let them know, you know, when it comes to like getting to and from work, I have no issues or problems. Nobody needs to single me out or come for me just for the simple fact that I might be taking a bus, an Uber, a Lyft, walking. I don't give a fuck if I take a motherfucking skateboard. If I get to work on time and I leave work in a timely manner without bothering anybody, then there shouldn't be a fucking issue. So I genuinely enjoy people when I meet them. I never dislike them. I always give people the benefit of the doubt, and in my mind, I don't have to like you. I have to respect you because we're all here for one common goal. And, you know, not everybody's gonna think like Danielle, and I'm not gonna think like anybody else, but at the end of the day, you don't need to be raised properly because, you know, people have all these ideologies about why they're scumbags and why they treat people like shit. Oh, I was raised like this, you're raised like that. When you get to 25 to 30 and up, 40, 50, 60, and you're still treating people like dog shit, the problem isn't how you were raised. The problem is you. So, with that being said, I'm very grateful for where I am today, rather than where I was, where I could be, where I have been, and maybe even where I should be. I was gonna invest in a whole bunch of bullshit, desk and microphones and this and that, but you know, like, I'm not in the millions as far as subscribers go. You know, that's number one. Number two, I'm still working a 9 to 5, so if I was like real rich, raking in the dough every day, you know, I'm still in the hundreds and low thousands. I'm not making hundreds of thousands or millions, so I'm not going to keep investing and dumping money into an online trend. I don't know how long I'll be viral for. Again, I mean, it's been over a year since I've been getting these high views on YouTube, but again, the internet, it's not definite money. It's just like being a waitress. You can be making a lot of money one day and no money the next. So, no, I'm not gonna dump hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars into my phone and a ring light and this and that, because at the end of the day, I'm doing just fine without it. So I'm crossing the street because this is where I found my little blue jay fledgling, and I just want to give a quick peek around to see if he made it back to his nest or if there's any other babies, etc. And I gotta be careful because there's a lot of ticks, etc. But this is where I found him, over here. And I have a feeling he made it back to his family. Yeah, so wildlife, birds primarily, flowers, trees, animals, all that shit intrigues me, and I love it. And you know, it's fun, it's a hobby, it's relaxing, it's interesting. Cooking is great. I like to cook, I like to bake, but I also work in restaurants for a living for 20 years now. 19 going on 20. So I'm not gonna fucking cook in my spare time online. I was doing the makeup thing yesterday. My air conditioner at work was broken. My eyebrows were fucking sweating off. My hair, I had to take it out. You know, my bangs were all disheveled and in my face. So with that being said, you know, makeup is like a fucking temporary fix for a permanent problem. Like, I put my headband on to put my bangs out of my hair, sweating everything off. I hear the blue jays. The nest must be somewhere right over here. But this is where I found them. It's amazing. Yeah, so basically, I just wanted to get that off my chest and say, like, all these little trends and fads, fashion changes so often. And so frequently, makeup can be pricey. All this shit costs money. And the only thing that I feel is steady and won't ever go out of style is modeling on certain sites, and men paying women for their time and attention. And as sad as that is, it's factual. If I'm not sleeping with anybody, I'm not breaking the law, I'm not hurting nobody, and I'm not hurting myself, and I'm just creating content online to share with interested men. I'm not meeting up with strangers. I'm not putting my safety at risk. I see nothing wrong with it. Is it something I want to do for the rest of my life? No. Is it glamorous? No. Is it safe? It depends on what you do. And, it does feel empowering as a woman to make money by giving attention to men. But if you want a marriage, or you want to be considered, a wife, a lot of men who have respect for themselves and you, they're not going to go for it. So I'm, looking into getting my own real business, not one of these little bullshit online stores that go out of business. And depending upon what's trending, lashes, nails, I'm not going through all that. I'm not wasting my time or anyone else's. I want a food business, and I intend on getting one. Right now, I'm learning. I like where I'm at. I like the people I'm around. And if anybody tries to fuck with my job or get in the way of me and my motherfucking job, what the fuck I'm doing and who I'm doing it with, it's war. I ain't making no threats, but at the end of the day, I've dealt with enough as far as catty bitches, people disrespecting me, starting problems, trying to knock me off my square. And if it happens again, I'm definitely gonna risk my freedom, because I'm not losing another good job around good people and a place where I'm comfortable, where I fit in, okay? Over hateful, hurtful, spiteful, disrespectful motherfuckers. A lot of times it's homosexual men or women who are not comfortable with themselves and their own body and their own skin, and I ain't got time for it, shorty. So yeah, this was my little PSA on my life, my career, my future. And yes, I did apply for Georgian court. I will be going to school, whether it's there or somewhere else. I'll be going to college with my son. Not the same school, but at the same time, doing everything that he does at the same time, because I was a young mother, whether it be both of us buying a brand new car, getting our education, learning skills, learning trades, or even growing up. And I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to admit that. That's the first real step to changing, and y'all don't get that. Y'all just want to hold on to bad habits and, be stuck in your ways and stubborn. That ain't me. I'm going in the store, and I'll be back.